Hello, it is 9 p.m. in RTD. It's time to English New Edition. For tonight headlines, we have the President Gele meets with the Vice President of the Standing Committee of the National People's Assembly of China. The Minister of Justice on missions to Botswana and Senegal. For the international scene, Egypt mobilizes the international community for Gaza. Welcome to our newsroom. The President of the Republic, His Excellency Ismail Omar Gelle, today received a high-level Chinese delegations at the Palace of the Republic of the Committee of the National People's Congress of China, Mr. Zhang Qinwei. Discussions between the head of state and Mr. Zhang Qinwei focused on the state of friendly relations and cooperation between the two countries and peoples and ways and means of promoting and developing them further. The strategic partnership that the two parties maintain in several key development sectors were also discussed during this audience. The meeting also served as a forum for identifying areas of cooperation that could lead to win-win relations for both nations. The discussion is focused in particular on ways of maximizing the return on the major development project on which the two parties are already working together in various sectors. The vice chairman of the Chinese National People's Congress Committee praised the leading role played by the Republic of Djibouti under the leadership of His Excellency for peace and stability in the regions. During the audience, the President of the Republic and Vice Chairmen of the Committee of the National Congress of China reiterated their respective determination to continue working to strengthen the level of exchanges and collaboration between their two countries and their two peoples. The Vice Chairman of the Committee of the National People's Congress of China, Mr. Zhang Qinwei, headed a large Chinese delegation from the National People's Congress. For his part, the ambassador of the Republic of Djibouti to the People's Republic of China, His Excellency Abdallah Abdullahi Miguel, took part in the meetings between the head of state and the vice chairman of the Standing Committee of the National People's Congress of China. On the afternoons of Friday, 29 November 2024, the Minister of Justice, Prison Affairs and Human Rights, in his capacity as a special envoy of the President of the Republic of Djibouti, His Excellency Ismail Omar Gelle, met with the President of the Republic of Botswana, His Excellency Duma Gideon Boko, to deliver a message addressed to him by his Djiboutian counterpart in support of the candidacy of His Excellency Mahmoud Ali Yusuf, Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, candidate for the post of chairman of the African Union Commission. The Minister Ali Hassan Bahdoun was accompanied on his mission by honorable members of the Pan-African Parliament, Mahmoud Mustafa Daher, Muhammad Hassan Sugal, acting deputy directors of the Bilateral Relations Department. The President of the Republic of Botswana welcomed the Djiboutian delegations and acknowledged receipt of the messages addressed to him. The audience provided an opportunity to discuss bilateral relations between the Republic of Djibouti and the Republic of Botswana. After expressing his thanks, the minister conveyed the head of state's renewed congratulations to his counterpart on his brilliant elections, as well as the cordial and fraternal regards of the President of the Republic. During the meeting, the special envoy informed the President of the Republic of Botswana of our country's request for support for the candidacy of His Excellency Mahmoud Ali Yusuf. He also recalled Botswana's progress in the areas of governance and economic development, stressing that our country is ready to further strengthen bilateral cooperation with Botswana. For his part, the President of the Republic of Botswana took advantage of the meeting to talk about the importance of the post of chairman of the African Union Commission. The minister spoke of the Republic of Djibouti's role as a haven of peace and stability in a region beset by conflict.
In 1 month that you already did your success in Belgium, making Botswana a hub for industry of diamond. This is a very great job. We are very proud of that. That shows leadership, Africa needs. We are very proud. I'd like to convey congratulations for this great thing. This you have with the message of president. You have a document. It's about, as you know, African Union Commission and third person will have to be elected in February. So the purpose of the letter is to give you some points. And you have here the candidate of Djibouti for this as chairperson. We know Botswana is candidating for commissions, and we have studied the profile of your candidates. I think we can give mutual support to have a nation like Djibouti and Botswana to bring a new leadership to Africa, because we need dynamic leadership in Africa.
On Sunday, 1st December 2024, the Minister of Justice and Permanent Affairs and Human Rights, in his capacity as a representative of the President of the Republic of Djibouti, His Excellency Ismail Omar Guelleh, attended the ceremony marking the 18th anniversary of the Tiaroye massacre in Dakar. The Minister Ali Hassan Bahdoun was accompanied on his mission by the Honorable Member of the Pan-African Parliament, Mahmoud Mustafa Daher, the Djiboutian Ambassador to Senegal, resident in Cote d'Ivoire, Mr. Mohamed Burhan Ali. The ceremony marking the 18th anniversary of the event of the 1st December 1944 was held at the site where they took place at the Tiaroye military camp near Dakar. The commemoration was attended by several African heads of state, including Mohamed Ould Ghazouani, current president of the African Union of Mauritania, Adama Barrow of the Gambia, Umaru Sissoko Embalo of Bissau-Guinea, and Brice Oligui Nguema of Gabon, and Azalia Soumani of Comoro. Delegations led by the ministers of speakers of parliament from Burkina Faso, Cameroon, Chad, France, Gabon, Togo, Mali were also present at the start of the ceremony. The minister conveyed a message of friendship and fraternity from the President of the Republic, His Excellency Ismail Omar Guelleh, to his Senegalese counterpart, His Excellency Bassirou Diomaye Faye. The minister also met the Senegalese Prime Minister Ousmane Sonko on his arrival at the official gallery, and congratulated him on the excellent organization of this unprecedented event. After a warm welcome from the President of the Republic, Bassirou Diomaye Faye, the laying of floral wreaths and a visit to the exhibitions on the exploit of the tirailleur, the species were filled with emotions. President Bassirou Diomaye Faye recalled that there are still many gray areas concerning the circumstances of the tragedy, the number of tirailleurs killed, their identities, their origins, and the place where they were buried. However, the head of state announced 5 key measures to honor the memory of the Senegalese tirailleurs. In accordance with the systems of monthly rotations between the member states of the Peace and Security Council of the African Union, the Republic of Djibouti will assume the presidency of the PSQ on Sunday, 1st December 2024, and it will do so for 1 month, succeeding the Democratic Republic of Congo, which has just completed its chairmanship for the month of November 2024. The presidency of the Republic of Djibouti began with the work of the 11th annual high-level seminar on the promotions of peace and security in Africa, which took place on 1st and 2 December 2024 in Oran, Algeria. This important meeting was chaired by the Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, spokesman of the government, Mahmoud Ali Yusuf, in his capacity as a chairman of Peace and Security Council of the African Union at ministerial level for the month of December 2024. It should be noted that the agenda of the committee proposed by the Republic of Djibouti for this month of December is very dense. As part of the ongoing effort to put an end to the female genital mutilations in the Republic of Djibouti, an important community declaration ceremony was held yesterday in Asamo. The event was organized by the UNFD in partnership with the UNICEF in a spirit of community mobilization against the practices. The event was attended by strong delegations led by Ms. Fatouma Moussa Abdi, Secretary General of the UNFD. She was accompanied by Ms. Muna Usman Aden, the Minister of Women and Family, who was a special guest at the ceremony. Ms. Beat Dastel, UNICEF representatives in Djibouti, together they traveled to Addis Ababa, where this initiative is part of a wider project to raise awareness in local communities and promote alternative practices that respect the rights of girls and women on their arrival in Addis Ababa. The members of the delegations were warmly welcomed by the prefect of the region, Abdul Malik Mohamed Benoita, and his residence. The president of the regional council, Sharmaki Hassan Allale, was also present to welcome the guests. During the meeting, the prefect of the region expressed his enthusiasm and warmly welcomed the delegation, underlining the importance of this initiative in the fight against female genital mutilations at local level. This ceremony marks an important step in the mobilizations of local authorities and community to eradicate this harmful practice and testifies on the ongoing commitment of the UNFD and their international partners to the protection of the rights of women and girls. After a warm welcome in Addis Ababa, the delegations traveled to Asamo, where the community declaration ceremony took place. This landmark event was an opportunity for the local community to reaffirm its commitment to the fight against female genital mutilation. One of the most poignant moments of the event was when the women of the community symbolically buried the instrument used to perform female genital mutilation. This powerful gesture was a symbolic act of definitive rejection of these harmful practices, affirming their determination to protect girls and abandon all forms of violence linked to the female genital mutilation. This symbolic act took place in front of a large audience made up of members of the community as well as influential local figures. This included Dahar Obsiye, Kash Bash, respected figures in the regions, and Fathiya Idl Dubad, activists committed to the fight for women's rights. Their presence reinforced the messages of solidarity and unity in the fight against female genital mutilation. For her part, the Minister of Women and Family, Muna Usman Aden, said, "My presence here in Asamo is a testament to the importance of this event, which marks the 16 days of activism, a key moment in the mobilizations to eradicate harmful practices and for the protection of the rights of women and girls." This initiative represent an important step towards the emancipation and well-being of our fellow citizens. I would also like to emphasize that the locality of Asamo is a model to follow for other regions of our country. Indeed, Asamo is distinguished by the strength of its men and women united in a common goal, that of development. This spirit of solidarity and cooperation in a major asset for the progress of this community, and it must inspire other localities throughout the country. His Excellency Ibrahim Bile Douale, Ambassador of the Republic of Djibouti to Japan, presided over a signing ceremony on 3 December 2024 in Tokyo between Subhan Ismail Said, Director General of the Djibouti Road Agency, and Kaku Hiroyuki, Head of the Operations and Deputy Director General of the International Affairs Divisions of the Japanese Fujita Corporation. It should be noted that this important step is part of the implementation of the exchanges of notes for the same project, which were signed on 22 January 2024 between Mahmoud Ali Yusuf, Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, Government Spokesman, and Harakeshi, Ambassador of Djibouti to Japan. This assistance will be used to build a new bridge on the Palmere Road. As part of the 6th National Disability Week, the National Agency for Disabled People and the NGO Qatar Charity signed a memorandum of understanding today, marking a strategic collaboration to support and strengthen programs for people with disability. The signing ceremony was attended by the INPH Director General Douale Said Mahmoud and Qatar Charity Director Ms. Qada Isaddin and INPH staffs and officials. The signing of the agreement is part of our programs to support people with disability, including a sponsorship initiatives aimed at improving their qualities of life. The partnership aims to implement projects that improve disabled people access to education, health, employment, and social inclusions, thereby helping to strengthen their independence and integration into society. The Memorandum of Understanding provides for the implementations of a number of initiatives, including the supply of specialized medical equipment, vocational trainings, and raising awareness of the rights of people with disability. Qatar Charity, with its expertise in implementing humanitarian and development projects, is committed to providing financial and technical support to ensure the success of this collaboration. For her part, Qatar Charity Director Ms. Qada Isaddin said that today I am honored and pleased to be here on the occasions of the signing of a Memorandum of Understanding between Qatar Charity and the National Agency for Persons with Disability, which is a strategic step that reflects our joint commitment to improving the quality of life of persons with special needs and meeting their humanitarian and development needs. Through this cooperation, which began about a year ago with the sponsorship programs through which Qatar Charity sponsors 170 persons with special needs, we seek to achieve several objectives, including the development of programs and initiatives that contribute to promoting social integration. For his part, the General Director of INPH, Duali Saeed Mahmoud, stressed that the signing ceremony is part of the closing of the National Disability Week. He expressed his gratitude for this collaboration, stating that this strategic partnership with Qatar Charity is a great opportunity to improve services and infrastructure dedicated to people with disability in our country. This partnership is part of supporting people with disability, including sponsorship actions aimed at improving their quality of life. He warmly thanked the officials of Qatar Charity for their collaboration. The Minister of National Education and Vocational Training continues its commitment to international openness and development of logistics, linguistic and technological skills of high school students. Indeed, yesterday a ceremony was held at the National Education Training Center, marking both the inaugurations of a space dedicated to learning the Russian languages, the official launch of the learning the Russian languages, and the presentation of certificate to the first students who brilliantly completed the initial module of learning these languages. This learning space was jointly inaugurated by the Director General of CFN, Nima Hassan, and Igor Petrichev, rectors of University of Yulinovsky, in the presence of senior executive of MENFOP. This initiative is part of a strategic educational partnership between MENFOP and the University of Ulyanovsk, based on the poolings of expertise and respond to MENFOP's desire to offer essential linguistic preparations to future students wishing to continue their studies in Russia. Learners will benefit from immersions in the Russian languages and cultures before their departure, allowing them to better adapt to their new academic environment. The Director General of the National Education Training Center and the Rector of the University of Ulyanovsk welcomed the initiative in their respective speeches as an example of educational innovation and a strategic lever to prepare Djiboutian students for successful studies in Russian university. They also highlighted that this initiative is an open door to a new culture's way of understanding. For his part, Mr. Igor Petrishkev, rectors of University of Ulyanovsk, highlighted the opportunities offered by these programs in terms of cultural and academic exchanges. The Director General of the National Education Training Center praised the initiative as an example of educational innovation to prepare Djiboutian students for successful studies in Russian university. On Tuesday, December 3, 2024, the National Education Training Center hosted the pre-start of the initial trainings of students, teachers of the 8th promotions of the single bodies of national education teacher. This milestone event brought together the Director General Nima Hassan Ismail and her close collaborator, testifying to the importance given to this new promotion. The recruitment process was carried out through a rigorous competition designed to identify the most qualified candidates. This system responded to an urgent need for teachers in schools both in the capitals and the peripheral regions. On Tuesday, December 24, the National Education Training Center hosted the pre-start of the initial pre of the students teachers of the ACE promotions of the single bodies of national education teacher. This milestone event brought together the Director General Ni'ma Hassan Ismail and her close collaborator testifying to the importance given to this new promotion. The recruitment process was carried out through a rigorous competition designed to identify the most qualified candidates. These systems respond to an urgent need for teachers in schools both in the capitals and in the peripheral regions. These future teachers will play a vital role in improving education by bringing their skills and commitment to the classrooms for the 2024-2025 training year. A total of 350 students teachers were selected, spread across 80 different disciplines. This disciplinary diversity is essential to ensure adequate coverage of the subject through in schools while meeting modern educational requirements. The initial training provided CFN is a key element in preparing these future teachers to meet the challenges of their professions. It will provide them not only with in-depth theoretical knowledge but also with the practical skills needed to manage classrooms and promote the students' learning. By investing in the training of these young professionals, the SEN is committed to contributing significantly to the development of the national education system. This pre-back to school moment marks the beginning of an enriching and affirmative journeys for these students, teachers who will be responsible for training future generations and contributing to the development. The University of Djibouti hosted an exceptional conference organized the National Offices of Waters and Sanitation of Djibouti, ONIAD, is stepping up its effort to improve storm waters drainage systems in the capital after successfully completing the rehabilitations of the drainage canals on Nasser and the 26th Avenue. ONIAD's team are now working on the Qorbulhan Canal. This rehabilitation work is part of the comprehensive approach to strengthening drainage infrastructure and preventing flooding problems. The Qorbulhan canals, which is essential for ensuring efficient drainage of stormwaters, is undergoing deep cleaning and targeted repairs. These interventions consist of removing solid matters and other obstructions that slow down and prevent the proper functioning of the systems. By carrying out these actions, ONIAD is once again demonstrating its commitment to strengthening urban sanitation infrastructure. ONIAD plans to continue these commendable initiatives in other priority sectors, thus affirming its key role in the development of sanitation infrastructure in Djibouti. As part of the 60 days of activism against gender-based violence, the National Union of Djiboutian Women, in collaboration with the United Nations Population Fund, organized a training for community management committee in the Obok region. This initiative aims to strengthen local capacity for the prevention of gender-based violence and the referral of victims. The training enabled community release to play an active role in raising awareness and protecting vulnerable population, particularly women and girls. This action is part of a national campaign that extends to the 5 interior regions with the aim of building a more inclusive society that respects human rights. For the international scene, Egypt mobilizes international community for Gaza. Listen to Aisha Abdullahi.
Participant in the Cairo Ministerial Conference to enhance the humanitarian response in Gaza. A decisive political message calling for an immediate ceasefire and halting daily Israeli violation in Gaza, Minister of Foreign Affairs Badri Abdelati said. He made his remarks during a meeting with UN Deputy Secretary General Amina Mohammed on the sidelines of the Cairo Ministerial Conference to the enhanced humanitarian response in Gaza. During the meeting, Abdelati emphasized the importance of the international community's support for ongoing efforts to ensure humanitarian aid delivered to the Gaza Strip. The Foreign Affairs Minister also highlighted Egypt's commitment to cooperating with the UN to ensure Palestinians full access to humanitarian aid.
The COP16 21.5 billion to support 80 countries affected by drought. Listen to Aisha Abdullahi.
Themes Conference of the Parties of the United Nations Convention to Combat Desertification has kicked off in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, marking a historic milestone in the global effort to combat land degradation and drought. Under the theme Our Land, Our Future, this event coincides with the 30th anniversary of the UNCCD and represents a pivotal moment for driving global action. Negotiations on a global drought regime are set to dominate the conference. Governments are expected to negotiate commitments to enhance resilience at all levels, building on a recommendation from the Intergovernmental Working Group on Drought established at COP15.
This is it for the news. Thanks for watching us. Have a good evening.